Alright, so a couple of days ago I discovered a band called the Mattsons too, and I listened to a song by them. I think it was called like Naima's Dream. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but I listened to it, and at the end of the song there's this guitar solo which I really liked. So I just kind of tried to work it out as best as I could, and I wanted to make a little sort of analysis video of it. So I'll just play through it now. Yeah, so that's the song. I might not have just played it perfectly there, but you sort of get the idea. So the first thing I want to just like break down is the chord progression. So the first turnaround, it goes, so it's in the key of E major, so it goes the 1 chord, the minor 3 chord, minor 2 chord, and then 5 before going back to 1. So the first thing there is there's a 2-5-1 there, which is a common trope in jazz. So yeah, in the second turnaround it goes the major 1, minor 3 chord, minor 2 chord, and then it goes a flat 6 major chord, which is like really unusual and interesting. That's something I haven't really heard much in music, but when I did a little bit of research on it, and apparently like it's used a little bit in like certain genres. I was trying to work out what was going on harmonically with that. The best I could work out was sort of that it's a borrowed chord from the minor key. So instead of like E major, which the song the key is in, make it a E minor. So then like the chords in E minor would be so that chord there is the flat 6, but because it's in key of E major, you're just borrowing that chord from that minor key there, and then resolving it back to the 1 like that. And it's sort of an interesting sound, but I also like kind of worked out that in like a 2-5-1 in a minor key, so like a, sorry, yeah, just say like a, that song, oh sorry, that chord is sometimes, you can use it as a tritone substitution. So instead of doing the half diminished 2 chord there, you do a tritone substitution of that chord, and it turns into a dominant 6 chord there. So then it just goes flat 6, 5-1 instead. The 2 different turnarounds, the first one is very majory, like cliche sounding, and the second time it goes through, it kind of, it leads you to think the same thing's going to happen again, but instead it goes back to the 6 chord there, which makes for a spicier sort of turnaround. With the melody he plays over it, it's kind of like very just sticking to the major scale most of the time. So just like very sort of cliche sort of riffs like that, but obviously that sound good. But when he goes to that flat 6 chord, he'll like change keys and just play a C major scale instead, as far as I can work out. So we'll go from like to those notes, and he'll sort of play the relative minor of C C, so like A minor. And like, so the two riffs he plays over those chords, like the first one is this, and the second one is, sorry, which resolves back to the one there, the third of the one. And so it's like a bit of a, it's like a very different sounding sort of scale he plays there, but it kind of trips you out, but it also sounds good at the same time. So something I kind of thought that maybe I could do is to help give me sort of ideas with my own sort of improvisation and things, like taking that idea, kind of like, just say there's a 5-to-1 turnaround in a chord progression, pretending that 5 chord is a flat 6 chord and just sort of seeing like how it sounds. So I'll play a 5-to-1 here, like a, and I'll play sort of the riffs he plays in that song. So this one. Which is like, it's very like almost diminished sounding, but kind of like in the proper context can sound kind of cool. And the other riff he plays is this one. So yeah, that's another thing. So I obviously don't want to plagiarize his music, but like it's good to just like practice those riffs and then like just to help give you some inspiration and kind of like help it sort of give you some ideas, like just play around with that riff and then like try different things, like instead of being like, just be like, you know, just like whatever. And yeah, just to kind of like give you melodic ideas and just practice different things with it. I'm not really explaining myself very well, but kind of marinate with that for a while and just practice different concepts to do with that. So yeah, in conclusion, it's a pretty cool little solo, and like it's not like overly complex, but it's also just like that little idea with the flat 6 turnaround, like was just, I thought it was interesting enough to make a video based on it. So yeah, that's my thoughts anyway. So yeah, thanks for watching.